sci-fi shows have, a lot of other shows in general actually have royally messed that up. In terms of the story, are you going to be more to terms of, obviously there's a supernatural element to everything, but looking at it more in terms of kind of like an honest family reaction, an honest kind of journey.
Everything, the first thing that Emily said when she found out, well, after she was like, you have hilarious timing, she said, you know what, this, if we write it in, it could be really cool because you're going to be going through so much. Like, the timing worked out with that we finished shooting 4 days before I gave birth. So I was there the whole time. So basically every moment of what I was going through as Melanie, good and bad, she's like, just put it into the character. I think it's really honest. And you know what? Some people might look at it and be like, I don't think she'd be able to do all that. And I say bullshit, because Melanie, was working 18-hour days. I'd get up, I'd learn my lines, I'd cry, I'd go to work, I'd like cry, I'd have a meltdown, I'd yell at someone, I'd go apologize, and then I'd keep going. And Wynonna does the same thing. So I think it really shows pregnancy in an honest light for what it was for me. It's not the same for everyone, but I think it's a beautiful, we get to see Wynonna also just, sometimes it sucks and she doesn't get to drink and there's some stuff coming up. I think at one point, it's not written in, but I'm like holding my back because my back was hurting. It's just those little moments that like Wynonna would probably go through too, and it was really fun to put those in.
You got to do some fun switches with the possession angle of this.
Yes.
You got to be like a little like kind of evil, and like was that a fun transition to have you and Waverly kind of switch back and forth?
Yeah, it was weird. The kissing was weird. Not that it was kissing, but it was, you know, like the. But on the page, we're like, we went through what? We went through what? Yeah, it was really fun. Em talks about how it was like really tragic in a way to see Wynonna be so free as the demon Wynonna, because if Wynonna didn't have these heavy burdens, she would probably be that fun and laugh that much and flirt that much, and she can't. So for me, it was really fun to just be what Wynonna could be if she didn't have such baggage.
What's the saying about Wynonna that she wasn't able to fight the demon, but her sister was?
I love that question. You know, I think it's, some people online were like, whoa, is it a weakness? Like, and I'm like, no. You know what it was? It's somebody who's tired of fighting. And Wynonna's tired, and she doesn't even realize it, but she's pregnant at that time. So it's like, it's just, in Wynonna has trouble fighting it because it feels good to let go of it, and it feels good to let somebody else drive the car. And whereas Waverly's just, she's got it in her. She's just like, I think she just feels like less of the weight, maybe. They just deal with it differently, and I think Wynonna just wants a break. Yeah.
Relationships are a huge part of this show, and I think Dahl said it best at one point when he finds out about pregnancy, that it changes everything.
Yeah.
What has it been for you guys filming all these changing relationships and all the the things that are going to be different now moving forward?
It's been incredible to see the way my life affects everybody on our cast and the crew even. Like it was just like grown men weeping. Like it's just such a beautiful human thing, and there were certain people that really reacted. Like Dom, I was like, if you don't cry, I don't know who you are, because I knew how she would react. But there were other people that like their performances were really affected by just the fact that my stomach looked like that, and it just grounded this season in such like a beautiful emotional place for everyone. I cannot wait. Like even just last night's episode with Tim's voice breaking and he's trying to hold it together when he's talking, I lost it. Like that's what I mean. Like it's just grounded everybody emotionally into this season in a way that I had no idea would happen.
And we're seeing this kind of interactions on the show too, with the way Emily's been writing.
Yeah.
Are there, I guess, what can we look forward to for character dynamics changing that you can tell us about?
Yeah, right? Can I bow out of that question just in case? Sorry, I know that's such a cop-out. I'm scared.
How will motherhood
Affect Wynonna?
affect you?
Well, that's a good question for Emily. In my head, without giving too much away, right? I just think it's such she had to protect people before, for sure. But now it's this sense of like, anybody who's ever been pregnant, like you even, like walking down the street, if somebody walks too close to you, you just sort of hold your stomach. Like, you just have this protective instinct that kicks in. And so she just becomes stronger in a way because she has this protective instinct coursing through her veins where it's just like that instinct is heightened. Yeah.
Was it as fun or was it as gross for you as it was for us?
Well, it was gross at first because it was such a great fake rat that I thought it was real, and I'm like, guys, I don't think we can do this. And then they're like, no, squeeze it. And I'm like, that's not real. So I got to see the magic of television, right? Where then they take off. So then they had just had a tail and then they stuck it in. I know, I'm sorry. But the texture was so, this is a testament to this crew, like, make a rat smoothie. Like, they nailed it. Like, there were chunks, there were furry chunks, and I, as Demon Wynonna, had to be, like, in love with it. So, but, thank you. It was also just, like, the sadist in me was, like, Dom's a vegan, and I'm like, I loved messing with her. It was really fun. Yeah. Thank you guys so much.